The early church had no building. They met in homes and borrowed rooms until the church became accepted into the tapestry of the Roman world. And by the 6th or 7th century, church buildings were constructed to rival those of the pagan temples they replaced. Each congregation constructed its place of worship to express what they believed about Christ and themselves. Even today, good church architecture reflects the values and mission of the church. But suppose for a moment that we had no buildings to express our point of view. Suppose all our style differences were stripped away. What would remain? What are the real essential elements of the church? It should not need to be said that Christ did not die for a style or structure. He died for His church. Style and architecture can be wonderful expressions of our collective faith, but perhaps we've spent far too long talking about style and structure and have failed in the area of substance. For instance, we no longer want to talk about good doctrine, as it seems cumbersome in our pluralistic society. We sometimes set aside meaningful fellowship and accountability for a less threatening style. Our cries of prayer and praise have often been replaced by a more pleasant and less vulnerable approach. Some have eagerly cast aside the messy Jesus-styled ministry of compassion and substituted a sanitary, low-risk version that lacks any real power or purpose other than to make us feel good about ourselves. Over the next several weeks at SVCN, we'll be dusting off those essential elements of who we are as a church. Don't be mistaken, we don't want to resurrect the past misunderstandings about holy living. Instead, we want to recapture a vision of who we are called to be in Christ. We want to find the true expression of who Christ has made us to be by His great sacrifice. We want to rediscover what it means to be the church.